There's a reason you keep failing diets, and it's not lack of discipline. It's not your age. And it's definitely not because you just need to try harder. It's something almost nobody is telling you, because if they did, you wouldn't need their diet anymore. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the real reason diets stop working after 40, why you can be doing everything right and still not lose weight, and the one shift that makes fat loss feel almost effortless. But fair warning, once you see this, you're going to look at food completely differently. Let me guess how this usually goes. You decide, this time I'm serious. You clean up your diet. You cut back. You start strong. And for a little while, it actually works. You drop a few pounds. You feel in control. You think, okay, this might be it. Then slowly, something shifts. You're hungrier than usual. Your energy dips. Cravings start creeping in. And before you even realize what's happening, you're back where you started. Again. Now here's the dangerous part. You start blaming yourself. I just need more discipline. I need to be stricter. I need to try harder. But what if that's not true? What if the reason you keep failing is because the rules you're following are broken? Think about it. If a system actually worked, you wouldn't have to keep restarting. You wouldn't feel like you're constantly fighting yourself. You wouldn't need motivation just to get through the day. But that's exactly what most diets require: constant effort, constant restriction, constant control. And the second you let your guard down, everything falls apart. That's not a you problem. That's a system problem. Here's where things get interesting. Most diets focus on what you eat: calories, portions, points. But they completely ignore something far more important: what your food is doing to you after you eat it. Because not all foods behave the same in your body. Some foods keep you steady. Others, they set off a chain reaction. And if you don't understand that reaction, you'll feel like you're constantly losing control, even when you're trying your best. There's a loop happening inside your body that most people never realize. It looks like this. You eat something, you feel good for a little while, then something drops. Not just your energy, but your ability to say no. And suddenly, you're not casually hungry. You're urgently hungry. That's when the cravings hit. That's when the plan breaks. That's when you say, I'll just start again tomorrow. But tomorrow turns into next week, then next month, then next year. And the cycle keeps going. Not because you're weak, but because you're stuck in a loop you were never taught to see. I didn't figure this out casually. I figured it out when I didn't have a choice. When I was diagnosed with cancer, everything changed. This wasn't about looking better anymore. This was survival. So I started asking different questions. Not, what diet should I follow? But, what is actually happening inside my body every time I eat? And what I found was completely different than what I'd been told. It wasn't about eating less. It wasn't about being stricter. It was about understanding the chain reaction food was creating. And once I saw it, I couldn't unsee it. This is the part most people get wrong. They think, if I could just stay disciplined, I'd be fine. But discipline doesn't fix a broken system. If your body is constantly being pushed into that loop, you're always going to feel like you're fighting yourself. And fighting yourself is not sustainable. That's why you can be smart, committed, motivated, and still feel stuck. Because you're trying to outwork something you don't understand yet. The shift isn't what most people expect. It's not cut everything out. It's not be more strict. It's not even work harder. It's this: change what drives the loop, and the loop disappears. When that happens, something strange starts to occur. You're not constantly thinking about food. You're not battling cravings every night. You're not relying on motivation just to stay on track. It feels quiet, simple, controlled. Not because you're forcing it, but because your body isn't fighting you anymore. Here's the problem. This doesn't sell well. Because it's not flashy. It doesn't promise, lose 20 pounds in 30 days. It doesn't give you some extreme plan. and it doesn't keep you dependent. So instead, people stay stuck chasing new diets, new rules, new restrictions, hoping the next one will finally work. But they all miss the same thing. And until you see it, you'll keep repeating the cycle. But once you understand it, everything changes. You stop starting over. You stop blaming yourself. You stop feeling out of control around food. And for the first time in a long time, it actually feels sustainable. Like something you can do for life, not just a few weeks. If this is clicking for you, and you're starting to realize why nothing has worked long-term, I put everything into a simple step-by-step guide. Not another diet, not another set of restrictions. Just a clear way to break that loop for good. It's called the 4-Phase Freedom Protocol. I'll walk you through exactly how it works, step by step. Check the link below.